Hey guys, man, I can bring us some more things, right? Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Oh man, it's been a long time since I came back to this game, man. I'll be explaining everything that happened to me in a video that should be up today. But yeah, it's been nuts. But for now, let's just concentrate on the game and yeah, I haven't played this game in a long time. It's been about 2 weeks, so might as well get back into the swing of things. I do remember what happened in the last part, however. I believe we talked to Viola a little bit. We broke some Psylocks as well. I think we broke Viola's one, and we did as well the lady who looks like a robot and has those flashing lights on her chest. We did her Psylocke as well, and we found out some stuff. But now we're back here in the courtroom, ready to go into a big part of the game. I think this will be the last bit of the game. Not the last bit of the game, the last bit of the case. Sorry, or the episode, because there's this courtroom scene, and then after that, that's it. That's the end of the episode. So we're coming to the end of it. Not very long to go to the end of the game. I think we have 2 more episodes to go, but I think the next episode is like very short, and then the episode after that is very long as well, I've heard. But it's a very good one. I can't wait for that one. Oh, there are therapy oils. He's got so many. They're overflowing to the floor. Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others. Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either. And it doesn't smell. We finally got the analysis results back from the lab. So, what is it? Is it poison? I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication. Medication? Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently. For ears? You mean... Yeah, it's the medication Glenn L was using for his ruptured eardrum. What was Glenn L's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? Maybe he left it there. What about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that? Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the context of the bottle. Another hour, and they might have gotten something on the prints, but that's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence. Okay, pal, this is it. Make sure your defense is impregnable today. Got it? Today's trial, I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done. Or my name isn't Phoenix Wright. Alright. January 8th, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bride. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor. Very good. Then we'll get on the way at once. Yesterday we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claimed to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's coffee. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems. The mark on the rim of the cup showed that the victim drank with his right hand, but according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand. Thank you, Mr. Godo. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet, the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear. It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick? Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor. The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it. You've lost me already, Mr. Godo. Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today. Only losers think you're better. You've got to change with the times. That's one of my rules. Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions? You know the answers to these riddles? The old guy wasn't just throwing seeds in there. He was throwing us off the scent. Today, I'll prove it. Very well. Let the first witness take the stand. I have an itchy ear. Like, there's something in my ear. It's making me really itch. I don't know what it is. And you are? Oh, bonjour, everyone. I'm John Armstrong, the owner of and head of the Tribulations restaurant. Enchanté. Forgive me for asking, witness, but are you a woman? Oh la la, monsieur. As you can see, I am the pert and pegged gentleman, no? On the day of the incident, you were in Tribulations' kitchen? Isn't that right? Oui, you monsieur. Everything feels right. Oh, you're saying with. You're saying with you. That was weird. Ha. Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy? Very well, your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Tribulations. We volunteers. I don't know what you said. Is it volunteers or volunteers or whatever? I don't know. When it all happened, there was just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new art decor that day. Like having a large mirror between the tables, for example. Perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. The cup, la eyepiece, and la glasses would have seen everything in reverse, no? Mirror? Oui, un grand mirror. La most enormous mirror. And suddenly the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it. What would explain the coffee cup and an earpiece conundrum? The mirror would have made everything appear to be there, back to front. What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me. I'm not gonna do voices. It's hard. It's hard to do voices. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. I can't bother to do voices anymore because it's really hard to do voices for all these characters. Like I know, like I watch Rabbit Luigi, and he's very good at making voices for everyone. Like and Prosy D as well. He does it really well as well. He's a great voice actor. May, of course, the old man who died. I have to kind of put on an accent for this guy because he's basically speaking in kind of a broken French, broken English kind of way. And the other, not so young man. You're referring to yesterday's witness, I presume. What about the other man? Maggie she says she saw at the table. Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence. We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we? I guess I'll just have to try a different approach for the time being. Okay, I remember I was experimenting. Okay. How come I never heard about that before today? You're not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur. Please stay on topic. Now, why don't you tell the court about this before? But I did just a few minutes ago. Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. This decor you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of I don't know what that word is. No, Art Deco. It's a style design, Your Honor. He's talking about interior design, walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing. Ah, yes, of course, that deco. I was trying to achieve a more effeminate look for my restaurant. I was planning the most bold remodeling of le decor. Okay. How big of a mirror are we talking about here? Both something about 4 meters wide, and we about 4 meters high. Let's see. If 1 meter is about 1 yard, holy glass in a frame, that's huge. I was intending to install it in the ceiling, actually. The ceiling? Was there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember. No, but I decided not to go with it in the end. What should I do? Ask him more. Press harder. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo's or Maggie Bright's testimony.
Objection!
You didn't ask right. You have only yourself to blame for such sloppy work. What? A mirror was delivered to Tribulations the day before the incident. Really? As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end. This just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Tribulations, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime. Ha! If you want to doubt someone, try look in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough. Ooh, burn. So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in the mirror. Okay. Normally, I'd expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object. Normally, how does normality come into this? That's lame, try even for you. Are you trying to say that if something isn't normal, it isn't possible? Is that it? Where does that leave the porky-headed lawyer and the top-notch chick over there? And the ungodly cool guy with the mask over here? Well, try. Ah, not the hair. I do not have a top knot. Mr. Goro is correct. A lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument. What is normal, though? Like, I mean, if we were born up to, like, I don't know, walk on our hands instead of our feet, and then everybody was born like that, wouldn't that be the normal? It'd be normal to us, because we've been doing it all our lives, but some other people who've been walking on their feet, it'd be weird. So you can't really say anything is normal in this world. Hey Nick, we should take it a sec. Oh man, I got really philosophical. I got really philosophic there. I can't do words, man. Can't do big words. The boy was wearing the earpiece, and okay, we've already seen this before. No question. Yeah, he was wearing it on his left ear. And he picked it up. He picked it. Okay, so if he meant right when he saw left, that would kind of make sense. But it's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of the mirror. But do you think old CD saw everything through a reflection? If he did, it would explain all contradictions in the testimony. But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. We just gotta dig deeper. Dig a little deeper, indeed. I remember we had an article. You could have seen it in reverse, in reverse, in reverse, in reverse. Could have seen it in reverse. That's the thing. Oh no, he was actually wearing it on his left eye. It's not an earpiece. It's a HMD. So he's wrong. The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we? So to summarize, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in the mirror, because we're actually on his right side, yep. Exactement, you see, monsieur. Now that you are thinking about it, it is not hard, no? Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in the mirror, why is that the HMD is not on the wrong side of his head? Yeah, it should be on the right as well. That's correct. If the victim generally observed the victim reflected in the mirror, then we would expect the victim's earpiece to have been over his right eye. How bitter. Trite. You should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time. Are we talking about your coffee or something different? You don't understand the way the witness thinks, how he thinks. You remember this, I presume. The I broke the vase sorry apology letter. I mean Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony. Exactly. The old man has one very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind gets. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elg? Clearly is the victim's earpiece. And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Elg HMD made a big impression on the man. I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear. Do you hear? His left ear. Well, Trite. That's the worst but best impression of Kudo ever. Wow, it can't be both, Phoenix. Wow, I really thought he was all seedy for a minute there. God is good. I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony. Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of a contradiction you found is just a rash. A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court. We're all ears. I can explain. Please, if you look at the plans of the restaurant. And we're going to hear about his testimony in the next part, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. And of course, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys later for some more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Peace!